What is up? What is up? What is up? Man. So WrestleMania is in the books, both nights. Um, a WrestleMania that, without a doubt, was different from all the others, and we all know why. And I'm sorry as we get into this video if I sound like I'm slurring my words. Fuck, I've been drinking all night, but I mean, fuck it, I ain't got anywhere to go, you know. So like, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know because you see, of course, as we all know, I was supposed to be at this WrestleMania. I kept it low key on YouTube, and as for Instagram and Twitter, I was just hinting at it here and there. But then, of course, on the day before St. Patty's Day, WWE announced that they were gonna remove it from Raymond James Stadium and do WrestleMania in front of no fans. So, I mean, I don't know. This was supposed to be a big weekend for me and for 70,000 others, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about COVID-19. It happened and it's still going on, and we can just hope it clears up soon. But I just wanted to talk about like the main things from WrestleMania. This isn't a full-on review. Of course, we all know that I record a video every year after a WrestleMania, right after a WrestleMania that I wasn't in attendance for, and it's not a full-on review. It's just like thoughts on like the most important things or just things that stood out to me, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna get into right here. And yeah, I'm wearing the full Tampa Bay Rays get up, you know, that I was supposed to wear this weekend, along with the fitted hat, Tampa Bay Devil Rays fitted hat right here, and the back was going to have an embroidery that would have said, let me just make sure I'm wearing it right. Yeah, yeah. The back was supposed to have an embroidery that would have said 4/5/20, and then right here would have said 11 years later. But sadly, that's not the case. But like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. And so, I just kind of wanted to get into talking a little bit about WrestleMania. So, I mean, I guess yeah, it met my expectations. I mean, of course, I didn't put high expectations on this. Anybody who put high expectations on this is just a complete fool, a whole fool, you know. So, like, to do that, knowing the circumstances and everything, that would just be dumb, you know, to put high expectations on this show. But right after the main event finished, I decided to watch the Boneyard match again because that was probably like my favorite match of the whole fucking shit. So yeah, that's what I did right there. And this fucking thing keeps coming up on my fucking screen. I don't know why. All right, and so like, yeah, as we all know, this is supposed to be an event that was going to take place at Raymond James Stadium. Got moved to the Performance Center because of the COVID-19. Of course, like I said, I would have preferred if it got postponed to early June, but whatever. Vince McMahon has way more money than I do. So let's talk a little bit about this stuff. So Saturday night, I worked. I worked for like the first half of WrestleMania that night. Like I got off at 7:45, and um, so the matches that happened while I was at work were, let's see, that first pre-show match, the Women's Tag Team Championship, Elias King Corbin, Becky and Shayna, the Intercontinental Championship match, that ladder match, and part of the no disqualification match. So like, the only match that I saw in full at while I was at work was Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler, and like I said, I was really looking forward to Shayna winning finally. I don't fucking see why Becky had to go over. Oh man, shit. We all know how I feel about Becky at this point, and Yeah, I don't fucking know there, man. You know, I feel like if this was gonna take place in the Raymond James Stadium, Shayna would have went over, probably with some help from fucking Ronda Rousey. But there was no Ronda involvement last night, and Becky's still a champion. But yeah, I know Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross won the women's tag team championships. Um, Elias did beat King Corbin. Sami Zayn defeated Daniel Bryan. I only watched like in total like 50 seconds of that match. I just would have rather work, you know. And then that triple threat tag team championship, I saw like the second half of that. Of course, it was just one guy from each team because we know the Miz was sick. So hopefully he recovers soon. Kevin Owens beats Seth. Okay, so from what I understand, this is a standard one-on-one match between the two, and then one of them got disqualified in the middle of it, and then they decided to turn it into a no DQ match, and so then Kevin Owens went on to win. And okay, I guess you could say I saw all of the Strowman and Goldberg match because fucking what's it called? I was already at home. I was grabbing something to eat real quick before I went to my room. And as I was making it, I had it on my phone and I had it sitting on the kitchen counter. And I was just like looking over here and there. But yeah, Strowman beat Goldberg for the belt. Of course, we all know Roman pulled out because you know his immune system ain't that strong because of the leukemia. And so you know I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He did what's right. I would have done the same fucking thing. And then of course AJ Styles and The Undertaker in that Boneyard match. Okay, so like I said, going into that one, I didn't know if it was gonna be a buried alive match or a standard one-on-one ODQ, but it happens to take place in a graveyard. So, but it was a buried alive match basically, and I thought the production of it was good and everything. You know, I thought they put it together really well. And of course, we got the Undertaker looking like the American badass and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. But the thing is that here on Wikipedia, it says the match lasted 35 minutes. But like my reaction video that I did last night to that match was like in total 30 minutes. And that wasn't even the whole match. I started recording during the promo for the match. And after the match, I talked for like 5 minutes to like give my thoughts on the shit, you know? So I don't know what's up there. But it's alright. That was cool and everything. I did enjoy that. And then as far as night two goes, I saw the majority of night two. I kept going in and out of the Charlotte and Rhea Ripley match. So Charlotte's gonna be moved to NXT now. I fucking guess. I I couldn't entirely wrap my head around that. I thought Rhea was gonna go over, but like I said, I'm not I'm not mad because at least it wasn't. At least Rhea didn't lose her debut WrestleMania match in front of 70,000 fans. She lost it in front of no fans. Little inside joke, but yeah. So well, because you see, a part of me is like, okay, so Charlotte's gonna be on NXT, but then another part of me realizes that from what I hear, WWE only has up until the rest of this week, as far as WWE TV goes, how much they filmed, you know, and after that, it'll probably be reruns, if anything. So the next match after that was Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley. I had that on as background noise. Aleister Black won. I thought Bobby Lashley was gonna win for sure, but like I said, if Lashley goes up against Brock Lesnar, it's got to be long after he's done with Lana. You got to build him up to make him actually look like a legit competitor for Brock Lesnar. And then we had the Otis and Dolph Ziggler thing. Like originally I said I don't think Mandy's gonna get with Otis, but that was before I recorded that prediction video before this past Friday on SmackDown. And so, originally I thought maybe because of some of the way some of the story was placed and everything, I thought well actually there might be time for them to like I guess talk about it further in the storyline, especially this Friday on SmackDown. Maybe is that maybe Sonya has feelings for Mandy because we all know that in real life Sonya is that way. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that, and not just lesbians. I ain't got nothing against bisexuals or gays or lesbians. I know what I like personally. I know what I like, but I'm not gonna tell anybody else what they should like. But just don't encourage me to like what you like if it's different from what I like. That's all. That's my stance on that kind of stuff. And then the next match was Edge and Randy Orton. This match lasted for like 36 minutes. It kind of did feel like the match was going on forever though, because when the match started, it was still like kind of daylight outside my window, but then when the match ended, it was dark as shit outside. So I'm like, yeah, this match lasted a long goddamn time. Sure enough, over half an hour. But totally expected Edge to go over, and I expected him to utilize the hell out of the performance center. And yeah, sure enough, they went to the gym part of the performance center. They went to like the loading dock, the storage unit, and shit. They went like fucking everywhere. Pretty entertaining match. I did like it. And then we had the Street Profits, probably my favorite thing in WWE right now, defeating Austin Theory and Angel Garza. And then I saw after the match, Zelina Vega got involved, and then Bianca Belair showed up. So I guess this means Belair is going to be moved up to the main roster now. That'd be pretty cool to see. And of course, we know that in real life, she is married to Montez Ford. So let's see how that plays out. And then after that, we had the wait. Let me make sure this was the match afterwards. Like I said, this was a long ass card. Okay, see, I was gonna go right into the Firefly Funhouse match. No, we had the Fatal Five Way before that. Bailey, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina. So I thought we were gonna get the Sasha Banks turn in this match, but we didn't. Instead, she helped Bailey defeat Lacey Evans because those were the last two left. But I don't know. Maybe this Friday we get the turn between those two. Um, I remember that Raw after this was back in 2005. That Raw after the Elimination Chamber at New Year's Revolution. Um, they were talking about how Randy Orton eliminated Batista in the Elimination Chamber, and Triple H didn't even bother to help to help Batista since he was being pinned, and Batista wanted that footage played back and everything, and they kind of showed a little hint of something like that tonight. Lacey Evans, after she hit Sasha with the woman's right, pinned her, and Bailey was in a good enough position to break up the pin, but she didn't put forth an effort to do so. So yeah, that might play into the storyline for all I know. And then after that, we had the Firefly Funhouse match. So I knew this was obviously going to be a movie match, like the Boneyard match. But see, the thing is that when John Cena came out, I'm like, what the hell? And then then we got into the movie aspect, and then we had Bray and Cena basically reenacting Cena's debut when he went up against Kurt Angle. They even had Cena in the full on tights and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And then a little later after that, they had Cena showing up as the Doctor of Thugonomics. And then, They had Bray as his 2014 self going up against the 2014 Cena, and it's nice that they pay attention to details because they had Cena dressed up in his 2014 attire, the same shirt that he wore at WrestleMania 30, the one that said "Even Stronger" on the back. So you know, it's nice that WWE paid attention to details like that. But in the end, I like the Boneyard match better than I like the Firefly Funhouse. Um, but of course, Bray went over in the Firefly Funhouse, and you know, of course, I don't have a problem with them doing this at WrestleMania with no fans, as opposed to doing an actual match. Because here's the thing about AJ and Taker. When it was originally when the seeds were originally planted at Super Showdown, I was like, all right, AJ's a fucking phenomenal work. He'd probably pull a good match out of Undertaker, especially Undertaker being like what 55 years old, and so but then, they announced the Boneyard match stipulation, and then I realized, oh wait, so it's probably gonna be filmed like the House of Horrors and the deletion matches and all that. And like I said, the Boneyard match turned out to be really entertaining. Firefly Funhouse was alright. I mean, I'm glad Bray went over, but like I said, not as entertaining as the Boneyard match. But still, they did what they could out of a WrestleMania that had zero fans in attendance. And well, of course, we get to the main event: Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Let me see how long that match was, or what WWE alleges that match. 4:35. Yeah, I knew that wasn't a. See, here's the thing: is that I know Goldberg's matches are typically short, but I figured this match would be at least 10 minutes, considering Brock had that match with Roman at WrestleMania a couple years ago in New Orleans, and it went like what, like maybe 15 minutes, I think, at least. I can't remember. I could probably look it up right now, but actually, you know what? Let me see, because I'm on Wikipedia right now, and yeah, you know what? Let me just go to. All right, here we go. 15 minutes and 55. Well, because here's what the fuck? Look at this. I'm on with the Wikipedia entry for WrestleMania 34 right now. Look what it says for Roman Reigns. I don't know if you can fucking see it. Let me see. Look. It says Roman Reigns with Dean Ambrose versus defeated Brock Lesnar. What? What the fuck is this? It says Roman Reigns with Dean Ambrose defeated Brock Lesnar at Wrestle. Look. Look, there it is, right? Roman Reigns with Dean Ambrose defeated Brock Lesnar. Look, just so you know, I'm not bullshitting. It's WrestleMania 34. What? Dean wasn't even at that WrestleMania. But even though I'm fucking drunk right now, I know that like Brock beat Roman at that WrestleMania, and he damn sure didn't have Dean Ambrose in his corner. But see, that's what I'm talking about. That match was like 15 minutes long. Hell, so was their match at 31 before Seth Rollins came out. And yeah, I know at 35, Brock and Seth, it was only like, well, the match itself was only like 2 minutes. The if you include the brawl before the match, it was like 7 or 8 minutes total. But that at 35 I can understand because it was the opening match, and we definitely didn't expect that match to open the show. But I for sure thought Brock and Drew would have been over 10 minutes. But like I said, because there's no fans here, I'm not mad about that. But I am a little, I like I said, I do feel a little bad for Drew because he finally got his WrestleMania moment, the main event, won the championship, beat probably the most dominant superstar in the history of WWE in front of zero fans. But that's the whole COVID-19 thing, and I don't know, man. I just hope things go back to at least somewhat normal. Um, it's just a weird time that we live in. Like I said, man, I was hyped thinking I was gonna be let's see what time it is. It's 10:35 right now, in the Central Time Zone. So Tampa Bay is an hour ahead. Right about now, I probably would be watching the WrestleMania main event if anything. But like I said, man, this is just I don't know. It's a weird time, and we can only just work together. Stay inside as much as you can. I know you want to hang out with your friends. I know you want to go out and everything, but if anything, FaceTime them. Talk on the phone. FaceTime is pretty cool. Or hell, maybe they don't have an iPhone, but fuck, Skype is a thing. Skype, yeah. I haven't used Skype in years. I'm gonna download it pretty soon so I can talk to some of my friends again, but to still be able to see their faces. Yeah, use Skype. And if you're like me, you like to get it in and everything. I get it, but please just refrain. Just refrain until everything dies down. And yeah, hopefully pretty soon we can get back to it. And I can guarantee that first um, WWE show that has fans again, they're gonna be fucking wildin'. They're gonna act a fool. And let's just see, man. Let's just see. But I mean, empty WrestleMania made my expectations because, like I said, I didn't have high expectations. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how the Last Man Standing they utilized the hell out of the Performance Center. I Probably my favorite thing out of the whole night was AJ and Taker. Yeah, it wasn't a straight up wrestling match, but fuck it, it was entertaining what they did, and the production that they put into it was fucking A1. And I heard it took a total of like fucking 8 hours to do it. Okay, my battery's gonna die soon, but yeah, man. I mean, it was what it was, and yeah, some people say, "Oh, well, you're so upset about WrestleMania being in front of zero fans. How about you just don't watch it?" Well, that's the fucking thing is that there's nothing else for me to really do given the circumstances we're in. Like, what's another situation in which WrestleMania could be put in front of zero fans? I don't know. Maybe Vince is sleeping with the mayor of Tampa's daughter. The mayor of Tampa catches them doing so, and decides, you know what, you're not gonna have WrestleMania here. But other cities, they realize what kind of a scumbag Vince McMahon is, and so then they decide, okay, we got to do it at the Performance Center. That's the only other thing I can really fucking think of. And if that was the case, meaning there's no coronavirus and there's other things for me to do, then yeah, I probably wouldn't be watching WrestleMania tonight. Instead, I'd be fucking, God damn it, okay, the thing's back on. Um, I would be like, out doing something. I'd probably spend the day at the beach. I'd drive an hour down to Galveston and go to the beach. Um, I'd probably hit up one of the ladies that I talked to and go out on a date or something. But because there was nothing else really to do here tonight, I decided, fuck it. I'll tune into WrestleMania for the curiosity aspect. See what it looks like in front of zero fans. It felt weird, but like I said, I respect WWE doing the thing, doing the best they could. So I'm not mad at WWE. I'm mad at the fucking coronavirus. But you know, WrestleMania had its entertaining aspects. Probably the only match that I go back to watch in full would probably be the Boneyard match. Maybe even the Last Man Standing. But like I said, I realized they did what they could, and now it's time for us to do what we can do, and practice social distancing. Wash your goddamn hands as much as possible, and like I said, don't have big gatherings with your friends. Even if your birthday's coming. Dude, my birthday was like almost 2 weeks ago, And yeah, I was pretty upset that I couldn't hang out with friends or go out with friends. But I realized why I couldn't do so, because we had to how did they say it, flatten the curve, you know. So if your birthday's coming up pretty soon or anything, trust me, I know how you fucking feel, because my birthday was on March 23rd. But it is what it is. And hopefully soon we go back in time, or not back in time. We go back to being things being at least somewhat normal. And fuck it, you could have a great birthday in 2021. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. And so it's time to see what's next. I'm pretty sure WWE is just gonna run reruns. And usually when WrestleMania season is finished, this is like the time of year where it's like, okay, WrestleMania just finished. I drift off into doing something else. I drift off into putting the majority of my focus into something else. But like I said, there's not a hell of a whole lot to do right now. So I don't know. I just have to see what I can make out of this. And because last year, the week after WrestleMania, I went to a DMX concert. Um, I'm not going to be going to a DMX concert next weekend, or a Kevin Gates concert, or a concert in general. But I don't know. Probably just kick it, play some PS4 or something like shit. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. WrestleMania was what it was. They did the best they could. I thought it was an okay show. It was okay for what the circumstances provided. Not great, but it was okay. And hopefully next year we actually get WrestleMania inside of SoFi Stadium, or whatever the fuck it's called. But we'll see. Until then, peace out. And as always, wash your goddamn hands.